Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. This reading is for Cancer for the month of October. You can have Cancer anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, I'm doing things a little bit differently this month. I normally pick out 4 to 6 decks and use all those decks for each sign reading. This time they had me pick out 10 decks and just use what I was called to use for each sign. Okay. Now, Cancer, when I was getting into your energy, the very, very first message that I got was crying your eyes out. And it felt real heavy, obviously, crying your eyes out. So I feel like you're really overwhelmed with something. It felt also a bit scattered, like maybe your emotions are just making you feel like you're not being productive, and that's okay. You can be in those emotions. You don't have to be, productive all the time. Let's see here. Oh, and I did end up doing some Reiki for you guys when I was meditating, specifically on your heart chakras, and you can take it if you want. You don't have to. But it felt very necessary. And when I was doing the Reiki on the heart chakra, it was raining and overcast and pretty gloomy. And then as I was focusing on the heart chakra of the Cancer collective, it became very sunny. And so I don't know, maybe the Reiki that I sent out will help. Maybe you're really trying to focus on healing your heart, and hopefully in October you will be successful. Because the song they told me to get a song, and the song that I got on shuffle for you was Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer. And it's really about wanting to erase memories of a certain person from our lives, and because we miss them too much. And one of the main lines that really stood out to me was just the feeling of sleeping next to someone that could really be hurting your heart right now. So if this is the case, I am really sorry if you lost someone, but in any way. But that is the vibe that I was getting here with that. That maybe, you will have a bit of a broken heart right now. Because I was called to do the heart chakra work, and then, that song is dealing with heartbreak. So, yeah. Let's see, where am I going to start? 333. Okay, so they want me to start with the Law of Attraction cards. What is the energy for Cancer, please? And thank you for the month of October. What message is there for Cancer collective in the month of October? Law of Attraction cards. Cancer, October. The Cancer October message, please. Oh, that's way too many. But, okay. So they landed like this, and this card kept coming out when, it was really standing out to me when I was shuffling. And it makes me think that I need to take it even more, because this is on the bottom and there's another little house here. So My inner being guides me through my emotions. So, oh, look at this. This looks like water coming down. We do have an 8 here. So, that's a cyclical energy. So maybe you've been going through some cycles recently, or you're trying to heal some cycles. But to me here, this actually looks like water that's coming down onto the house. So there could be something, maybe you've lost a loved one, like a family member, because there are 2 houses here. And that could be, mom, dad, spouse, sibling, child, any of those immediate family members, or even a pet. I'm hearing a pet. Look, it goes from 7 to 8. So I attract the essence of my thoughts. You know what I'm getting more than that here? Oh, sorry. Is that this is all actually like ancestral wounding. And this is you, right? And it just branches out every which way. It's like child, spouse, sibling, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister. It feels like that, and it just keeps branching out. Like when you look at your family tree, it just keeps branching out, branching out, branching out. And with every person that's added to the tree, there is that person's wounding is passed down to each next person. And so it eventually gets down to us. And so I don't know if maybe there's something that you're trying to just heal, because that also has to do with our heart chakra, right? That all those relationships are stored in our heart. So you could be trying to heal some form of trauma, ancestral trauma, or there is like a member that you've lost that is making you kind of deal with their trauma, if that makes sense. Like once they're gone, it is solely on us. It's like almost when a person leaves this world, all the trauma that they had stored in them kind of gets released. But sometimes the family members will pick it up because if it's not healed, right? It is still energy that needs healing. And what's interesting with this house that was on the bottom is that it has, none of the branches. I see now that that's actually smoke, but to me it looks like water coming down over the hill to this house to heal something. There's some healing energy that's coming in. And it's forward progression. We're going from the 7 to the 8. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and read the back. Just if you guys need it, you can take it or not. The law of attraction and its magnetic power reaches out into the universe and attracts other thoughts that are vibrationally like it and brings that to you. And so you are getting the essence of what you are thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you do not want. And it's kind of like how those things attach to us. And this is a positive aspect of it. But right now, according to the message that I got, when I was meditating, you're hurting. But I feel like it's a little bit displaced, like it's not necessarily yours. Now you could be heartbroken. You definitely could be. But it could be like a heartbreak over the wounding that wasn't healed. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to see what is good for Cancerians. Okay. Hang on. Okay, they want me to continue with the Fountain Tarot. I almost said vice versa, so I might have to pull that out as well. Okay, what does Cancer need to know for the month of October for this energy for October for Cancer, please? So you do have the Seven of Cups on the bottom, and I'm getting that scattered energy again. And this is also very scattered. Maybe, they're saying that if you did lose a person, if you lost someone close to you, like in your family, that you're, like, say you lost a parent. Maybe you and all your siblings are scattered all over the place. I'm hearing that as well. And maybe that adds to the feeling of loneliness. With that song about the amnesia, it's like that person that's singing the song, well, those people, because it's more than one person singing the song, but they're very sad and lonely, very lonely. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting that scattered energy because the Seven of Cups is about like making, or like having too many choices, having too many things on our plate, having to deal with too many things, and needing to just pick something. So I feel like this could be someone you lost a while ago and you just haven't really dealt with it. You haven't given yourself the time to grieve. And it doesn't even have to be like a physical death, it could be a relationship, like a romantic relationship, because the song is also very, very romantic, but we can feel those things for not the romance, but the sadness of losing someone. We can feel those things for our family members, like the same as we would a romantic partner. But anyway, so we have the Fool. Interesting. That's interesting energy. And the Ten of Wands. Oh. So they're kind of saying, like, especially with the Seven of Cups on the bottom, you could have been someone that was you were like a free spirit and weren't really tied to a home, and maybe losing someone kind of just like halted that and put a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Say you were like a teenager and you lost a parent, and then you all of a sudden had like a bunch of responsibility put on you. That's what it kind of feels like here. And you had, with the Seven of Cups, it's almost like you had to start looking after things that you had never looked after before. And this imagery looks very similar to this energy to me. The Ten of Wands energy looks very similar to this energy up here. I attract the essence of my thoughts. So it's almost like you were jolted from this energy to this energy very, very fast. There was something that happened. Or maybe it was like maybe you got divorced or left a relationship where it was like you were allowed to be a little bit more of a free spirit, and then when you no longer had that person, you had a little bit more burden added to your life. There's 2 sevens here. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so they want me to keep this on the bottom. Oh, I just saw the Judgment card. Okay, they want me to keep going with the Vice Versa Tarot. Okay. Can we get clarification for the Fool energy, please, for Cancer, October. The Fool energy, please. Can you clarify the Fool energy for Cancer? Can you clarify the Fool energy for Cancer, please? So the Fool is on top here again, but it's so in this deck there's a this side and a that side. So it's that side. It's kind of like the, you know, the back side of the card. This shooting star is kind of telling me, like, it's almost like, you know, someone becomes an angel or whatever you want to call it. It's that kind of energy. Like when someone crosses over, there's like a shooting star or a wish upon a star. So it's interesting that, so we have the Fool on the bottom, or on the top, and then the King of Swords on the bottom. And then we have the King of Wands that came out here for the clarification of the Fool. And the Fool is Aries energy. And the King of Wands is fire energy. A lot of fire energy here. Like, because even this is Wands. And it's interesting because we have the Seven of Cups. That's the only water energy here. And she looks very distressed almost. She doesn't know what to do. And so I feel like maybe you might have a lot of fire in your chart. You're a very fiery person. And you know, everything can always be vice versa. This can be someone in your life that you're dealing with as well. That's needing some kind of water energy because of the also the water energy I was seeing here. But it's also smoke. It's actually smoke, but I saw water. But the smoke is a fire energy. So there's more fire and water. So Cancer is a water sign, but you could definitely have a lot of fire in your chart. And hang on a second. Let me see something. So I was feeling really called to read the description of the King of Wands from the Vice Versa Tarot book. And I'm going to skip all the where they describe the image because the image is right there. But it says, like the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands thrives on supporting righteous causes and giving his energy where it is needed. This is a person who gets things done. He's a man of action. Although he may have worldly wealth, you might not know it from looking at him or the way he lives. He doesn't have much patience with details that could slow down his process, so he lets others handle the small stuff and the aesthetics. Other kings may have fancy scepters or rods of authority. This king has a stick and it does the job just fine. And so what I'm kind of getting here is this does feel like a past energy where maybe it is like that kind of like fly by the seat of your pants energy and let others worry about the burdens, right? So maybe someone left your life that, you know, and this is no hate to you, Cancer, or to anyone in this energy. You know, we all go through all different kinds of scenarios in life. It does feel like maybe you might have taken advantage of a certain situation to your benefit to live like this King of Wands lifestyle. And then someone else was maybe picking up the slack. And then they left, or they, you know, they were somehow removed from your situation. And it's like the water came down and put the fire out. Like something emotional came down and put the fire out and caused it to, you know, to smoke like that. So let's get some clarification for the Ten of Wands. Okay, and we're going to use the vice versa for that as well. What's the clarification for the Ten of Wands? Clarification for the Ten of Wands. And like I said, this could always be vice versa. You know, you could have been the one being taken advantage of and taking on all the responsibility. But it's almost like this person is running. They're like, it's almost like they drop it and they run. So maybe someone ran from you, and that's like the breakup version of this story. It's like someone ran from you and left you with all these burdens. And now not only are you like missing them, but you have to deal with all these necessary things. Clarification for the Ten of Wands, please. Clarification for the Ten of Wands. For Cancer, October. It's clarification for Cancer, Ten of Wands. Oh, that's way too many. That's a lot. I'm just going to look at them here real quick. Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, High Priestess, and then the Chariot was kind of separate. So this is Cancerian energy here. So I do feel like you are the Ten of Wands here. Oh, another 7. It almost feels like you feel like you're about to be swallowed up whole, like you can't move fast enough. I feel like it's this burden energy. It's like you feel like you can't move fast enough and the world is crumbling beneath your feet. And that's that crying your eyes out energy. But the chain is no longer attached to you. The chain is gone. So there's something that you felt chained to. And you know, if this is a relationship that you're no longer in, I will say, because there's the King of Pentacles and then the Knight of Wands, or is that the Knight? I don't know. I think it's the Page. I think it's the Page. What was I saying? Hang on, my phone is ringing. It was distracting me. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, it does feel like a person, like it does. It feels like the world is crumbling beneath you. Oh, this is what I was saying. Okay, so sometimes even if we decide to leave a relationship, it still is sad. We can still feel heartbroken over it, even if we know it is what is right. So yeah. Now I wanted to pull these out here too because I feel like they're important. So here's another 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and this is also a 7. Okay, so 2 of Cups, the 6 of this Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and then the High Priestess. So honestly, this feels like and I'm not going to spend too much time on these cards because they were in a big stack and I wasn't going to take them, but I feel like it's a little bit pertaining to it is pertaining to this reading, but it's not like, you know, overt. It's just kind of a quick message. So there is something that, you know, the Seven of Wands is about resistance. And then the Two of Cups is, you know, relationships or, you know, partnership. So there was like a resisted partnership that, and so that does feel like there was something that ended, especially with the Six of Swords next, you know, that's moving away from something, feeling left out in the cold. It's hard energy, and, you know, Five of Wands is about fighting, and both of these people, like, or at least this one, he can't see, and they have no choice but to keep fighting, even though there's an active volcano happening, like a volcanic eruption is happening. And so this fight is essentially worth nothing because they're about to die, right? And it's almost like, and then with the High Priestess, it's the reverse side, it's the back side of the High Priestess. And there's that fire and water energy again, fire and water. Golden blue, golden blue. Look at that. And you know, normally there's two people on the Five of Pentacles, and there's only one person on the Five of Pentacles in this card. So it's really feeling like you knew in your heart of hearts that there was something that needed to be left. Or if you were the one being left, there was someone in your environment that felt that, you know, there was something that needed to be left. So I'm not really getting like a ton of like resolution other than like, you know what you need to do, and it's okay to be heartbroken. It's okay to be in that energy. As long as you realize that you're going through a grief process. You know, you can't just inactively sit there. You have to I mean, you don't have to, because parts of the grief process are, you know, denial and sadness and all that stuff. So just maybe this is a reading to let you know that it's okay to grieve. Even if you initiated something, it's okay to grieve. If someone initiated something away from you, it's okay to grieve. But grieving is a very, very important part of the process. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish up with some advice for you guys. Okay, I am being guided to pull out the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. Okay, what is the advice? Ooh, that came out quick. So you got Retreat on the bottom. Raziel. And then Metatron Wisdom on the bottom. You know, I think this is more of just like this High Priestess energy is what I'm getting here with this Wisdom card. Is to listen to yourself, to know, like, maybe there's people that are expecting you to be through the grief already. And that's not fair of them. No one can dictate your grieving process. Absolutely not. And so, what I'm hearing with this wisdom and then retreat on the bottom, I'm hearing that you need to listen to yourself, your own intuition. And if you feel like you need to be away from the world right now, be away from the world right now. That's perfectly fine. Listen to yourself, and that's what's best for you in this moment. So that's your advice, Cancer. I hope this was helpful. I'm really, really sorry if you're going through anything like this. I did send out that Reiki, so I hope that helps if you wish to partake in that. And if you resonated with this reading, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank you for being here. I thank any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.